too, Mel.
Meg, the one and only Egg. It's fine. She wishes she was Mel. I've sadly had to watch her play. It's not the same. However, we focus in, right? We have map 2 here. Map 1, 13-5. It wasn't that close. This, I hope, is closer. My fears are it may not be, but prove me wrong, KC. Show me what the game plan is. Show me what you've got here.
On pissed around, the Skydog is super powerful. I'm expecting space making here from Alkia, but a little bit
Didn't see Noya.
timidness. Nobody following through with that dog bite. That's so much utility on the pistol.
I don't. And again, Noya unchecked on. They only know about Sarah. Still, they look hesitant. Okay, so they've got a player inserted in towards sewer. That's going to be GX. They've still had a little bit of an exploration towards middle, but Safia's not gone too far yet.
Yeah, and you can see that paranoia still in the back pocket of GX from that short A. I'm assuming that KC, they want to do a B pop and get a lot of value, maybe press the issue into A-Link here.
Okay, so it's going to be Dodonut and Alexis nearby. They've taken the space. And it seems like something that Shopify were willing to give up here. So the spike's going to be planted. A 5v5 post plant is going to be nuts. Okay, here we go. Good luck,
Definitely want to
observers.
push A-Link. You saw that paranoia going out right then.
But nice reaction from Sarah, though, to sit a little bit deeper. There's still Noya unaccounted for. You can see the caution being displayed by KC. A late lurk in addition. This is big as well. Keep in mind where GX is. GX might be the final punch to this, but actually it's going to get messy. It's Glance. GX putting up the numbers. Now Noya. Look at the HP on the other side. There's only one that's sitting safe. That's Safia. Still, Glance, 12 HP, going to be removed. GX gives away the position. Noya fighting forward. Time not on her side. Karmine Corp going to get the first here.
And such beautiful timing coming out here for GX right after she facilitates that reaggress into the A-Link, just finding her time, finding space, and was always that insurance plan. The checkmate coming in for this post plant. I liked the crossfire from Shopify. At any point, it almost was strong enough, but the moves coming out, you gotta love the mobility. I mean, Glance, such a confident player, and she's absolutely gonna need a spearhead for her team in this second map.
Yeah, she kind of has to lift the mood as well, right?
Yes.
Keep that confidence up, try and momentum build here. Because the second you take your foot off the gas against Shopify, they will punish you on this. Now, we've gone for a bit of a gamble stack, no sweat in my mind. Why not go for it? It's only classics. Also a little bit of a chance just to get, mentality in the right place, focus up, think about these next couple of rounds. But on the other side for KC, it's a patient default, right? They've not really kept much of a close eye on C, but they at least have that alarm bot. So that should ring the alarm bells considering how far they've had to have explored to be able to get that contact.
You can see the reaction coming out for KC. I think they already probably see that the orb was collected as well. So that Sova drone clearing out that short A, making sure no shotguns or any trap is going to be facilitated over there. Shopify are being extra mobile in this eco, and I like the reaggress from Safia.
Yes, I'm absolutely with you in that. I was a bit worried they were being too static from KC, but seeing this, her re-clearing this space is big. That should be, the fact that she's gone this far, and now there's that weird little smoke behind you, you kind of know that you've got this space to work with here. So a really good read, and KC going to take that information and go with it, right? This should be a plant. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Again, she only has a go, so she can be the one to go hunting a little bit further, take a little bit more of a gamble, but you don't obviously give anything up for free.
And this should be a clean round, and that's going to mean a lot for KC if they can keep it clean, especially considering how that first map went, gain that confidence, and really control the pace. You can see all of Shopify. I mean, at this point, they're just talking to each other and like, hey, you know what, let's just die to the spike. Yep. Let's not give them any free orbs. And Safia, I like the positioning. The rest of KC, they're going to allow Safia to farm these orbs herself.
Yeah, these are good reactions so far from KC. I like what they're up to. And Safia going to have a chance on this to get a couple more kills.
Patience.
There it is, nice. And going to go down. So Shopify going to get their wish as well, going down to the spike. And KC get to walk away. 2 rounds in hand. 4 still standing. The right player to go down, if anyone. Again, Safia was willing to go for that. But again, rolling our minds back, that backfill of space was fantastic. I really like what she did there.
And a huge bonus round for KC to work with. You can see Alkia and Safia playing hot potato with that outlaw. I don't see any half armors coming through here. going to be tougher to find the opening pick. You can see SRG, they want to control this A main. They don't want to let KC control the pace. Already letting that stun go. Look at this aggression.
Yeah, Dodo not getting right involved in this. Sarah could be in trouble though, but a quick trade out. Both sides taking blows really at this point, and it settles down to this 3v3. A loss of 2 on either side, and a willingness to fight for that A-long space. Let's see how this one settles down though. Again, KC still have a lot of the map up in the air. They don't quite know where they want to take this, but we saw that patience in just that previous round.
And that patience should pay off for KC. Love the look that Sophia just did towards Long C, breaking Alexis's utility. And you can see that Alexis, she's got to respect it. Moved over, left the B site, and now towards that garage. It's going to open up the gap for KC.
Yeah, so Plant going to be on the cards here. The deeper positioning from these two could be an issue though, so I want to see how KC decide to get themselves situated in the post plant. Sophia, the penny's already dropped. Very aware there's a chance that someone could have wrapped this side. And yeah, really nicely done. Doesn't need to do too much now. KC on for the fight, but the spike does get left in its current spot. So Alexis does get a little bit more room to play here. Another chance for this, 30 seconds. Plant now in and a 1v2 for Alexis. Spots out the first, doesn't get the kill. Alexis trying to toy with this, get those bullets burned, but she can't get away. Sophia stays on it, the classic more than enough.
And rinse repeat for Sophia as well. Her first kill earlier was with that outlaw kill, just quickly busting out the classic, able to clean house with it. And I liked the aggression coming out for Shopify, but unfortunately for Dodo, just one and done is not enough.
That's a very early timeout. This is really early for a timeout. Like, what does this tell you? Because I don't see many coaches ever pull in a timeout this early unless it's a complete misread or maybe just hearing what Mel's saying and not agreeing, but yeah, I can't believe we're seeing it at round 4.
It is definitely a head scratcher. Maybe Effie's just didn't like the kind of comms coming through from their teammates. I wouldn't assume that it has anything to do with energy. I mean, no, SRG have definitely been controlling the pace, so I don't think they need a breather at all, but certainly either Effie's or Veer getting a read of their own. You can see he's rap godding right now.
Yeah, and it looked like it was right between the two, right? Mel nodding along, Effie's kind of having that chat. Sarah getting a check-in as well. So it's genuinely, I want to see if there's a tangible difference or we maybe just get it down the line. But it's given a reason for the KC fans to cheer, right? They will absolutely let you know even the smallest of benefits.
Yeah, we'll see the next gun round, whether SRG lean on towards all 3 members starting towards that A site. This low buy, it is a little different. The last time around, SRG, they grouped all 5 members to walk down towards that long C. It looks like another look of slight aggression. This high-low with the D Sheriffs will be strong. But KC, they've been doing a great job really being thorough on these low buys.
Yeah, I've liked their defaults to start with. They've been really diligent, but what are you meant to do about that? Dodo Nut rattling the brains of Safi, who's been a hero herself for the KC side, but a correct read and a good stall here. Actually going to misplace the timing now. If they want to go for the site hit, it's going to get a bit uncomfortable. KC going to try and force the hand. Force fighting forward. Shopify right place. This is not out of the woods just yet. It's getting dangerous. A Shopify Rebellion rip through them with a MasterCard Thrifty. Well, there's the reaction, I guess.
Yeah, and you know what? Coach Effie's, he knew. He was not liking what he was seeing. And that slight adjust was, hey, let's take advantage of our Viper wall, right? Let's send it down mid. And he was able to cut off the line from Sophia's turret, allow Dodo Nut this opening kill. But that flood back onto this C site, you can see all the members just arriving in time, and all the attackers are just choked up on the other side of that Viper wall. Huge delays coming out for Noya.
Well, this is where we kind of thought we might see the effect of this timeout, so we'll have to kind of check back in. It does look like a little bit of a positional switch up as well. Sarah and Mel mostly focused towards A, but we do see that already Noya's coming on over. But for KC, it's an early show of force. And once again, going to leave posted deep is GX. This was the lurk that worked out last time. Operator, going to be heard. Sophia, lucky to be alive, walking away on 8.
Sophia has been going forward and breaking Alexis's utility early, so good communications coming through from SRG. telling Dodo Nut to be on the line, and GX has been in this position before, being inserted, and that's actually going to be huge for the side of KC. Pushing back and gaining that garage line allows KC to mid-round in this round.
Yeah, the protocols are really good. Breaking of the util, pressuring around the map, forcing them a bit deeper. So far ticking the box. They still have to stick the landing, but by all rights, this is a great start. Looking at this, though, no over-rotations from Shopify Rebellion. Still happy to kind of put a lot of faith behind Donut and that operator, as you rightly should, keeping the other 4 players a little bit
30
looser.
seconds left.
You can see that Viper Q going up, cutting off the line. Early utility coming up, but that's a lot of delay.
Bell trying to be slippery, and she is going to take down Alkia. The layers to this go deep with Shopify. Brutal to try and scale up on. You can see how hard it is to navigate that utility the second you show. Zafia, the one who copped a boatload of damage earlier, has been healed up at least, but still going to have to walk into the lion's den, it looks like. And yeah, just going to let the time simmer away. Shopify, good read on this, good control.
And that was that re-aggress going into that garage, right? We talked about KC look like they're doing enough, but SRG are so proactive. The Neon, the speed of Neon arriving right in time, and really it's the duo of this Viper utility and KJ utility that's able to buy enough time as well.
Yeah, real
beautiful defenses coming out here for SRG.
Now you can really see the intent behind it. Very hard to get that springboard in. Alkia, it's going to be brutal to try and make it through if Noya's in the right place, which so far she has been more often than not, it feels like. We go again, though, this time pacier, potentially. A little bit more direct in approach, maybe looking to try and abuse this. And they do. Alkia does well, but Mel again, still so good at holding this down and wants to stick around. And that's why. Follow-up bound, but she falls eventually. Does her damage, though. And Noya's got to slip in. And again, Donut's here. They're not going down without a fight. And the site stays in the hands of Shopify.
The re-aggress, the re-flood from SR is very strong, but KC are handling this well, just booking it and beelining it towards C. The agent names coming through strong, so the information has been relayed. Noya, this is a great re-aggress. She knows that the A side is clear. This should speed up Dodo Nut's rotate.
Yeah, should have heard that turret going down, should know that they are on the move. Seek is going to come down, confirm that even further. Big flank, but hey, that's going to be given away slightly, but Noya is still a nuisance, right? Backline. Alexis now noted. You see Safia wanting in. Tried to be a bit of a threat off the back, didn't get it, but the plant's now down. Noya still being checked on this. Utility is here, spots out some more, clears the path, and they are grouping towards CT. Oh, Alexis! Donut! What on earth is that? How do they win that fight when they look so unprepared? Apparently, it's too easy.
Shopify's protocols are fantastic. You saw Noya, the Viper in that garage, just breaking every piece of util. The dog, the molly, the alarm bot, that sort of distraction. But right after, regrouping with the rest of her teammates in spawn. The buddy system, the protocols from Shopify are just holding so strong.
Damn, that's a brutal 1, 2, 3 back-to-back rounds for Shopify after that incredibly early timeout from Effie's that left me scratching my head a little. But the proof's in the pudding. A timeout for KC is now needed. It feels like they're running into a bit of a brick wall. The adjustments have been good from Shopify, so KC need to find their own.
We'll see if they're able to have a response. 3 rounds in a row. This timeout coming right in the nick of time, and KC, they've got to be talking about that garage control. I mean, we talked about it last round. It looked like they did enough. So I think they're going to be talking about getting more value out of this Sky utility. Every time that dog has been used on the attack side, KC haven't really followed it up. They haven't really tried to force the issue or force the trade or punish whoever is breaking that dog. So I'd like to see KC be a little bit more loose and really capitalize off having this guy in the lineup. And for SRG's side, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe even throw in a little bit more misdirection on sort of being proactive here, because you are definitely in KC's mind right now.
Yeah, a little rent-free for the next couple of rounds. But let's see, is there a plan in mind here on this sort of half-ish buy? Again, looking to see what they can get. We've still got Vandal there for Safia. The rest kind of just buying around what they can. So a little bit of a lighter investment, but still with intent to try and hit this A site. But I'm seeing the donuts
Fast pace.
here. And a missed shot. A chance given. And Alkia takes it.
Huge.
No, you're going to catch Mel. She does. Alkia cracks open the site. The back line still holding strong, though. As Sarah's here. But this was never meant to be an A hit. This is still looking like it's going towards B. This falls down towards Neuer. KC. Oh, no. Sarah again still finding such value.
Neuer still has the molly in her hands, and
they're canceling because of the space. This is... Oh!
Where?
Is this awareness from Alexis? So heads up. Neuer again. Look at this positioning to... KC can't
They
catch
have
a
no
break.
idea.
Neuer, nasty with it here. KC being corralled around the map. I loved what they tried. It doesn't work out as Glance would have to go nuclear. It ain't happening. I mean, man, what are you meant to do if you're KC?
Neuer playing that round so well. You know, she didn't even really get a kill towards that B, but just the presence alone, that Molotov doing enough to just push KC out, and they had enough. I mean, Alkia did work this round, finding 2 entries, completely opening the gap towards that A site, but we mentioned the flood, we mentioned how mobile SRG is being, and if Alexis is able to just find the kills on the back lines like that and being aware, setting up the perimeter, it just doesn't give those 2 entries from KC that bite, that oomph that they're looking for.
Okay, back in we go. This has to be the round, though. This should have been hopefully what that timeout was about. Let's see that intention behind the utility. Let's see that Sky utilized well. Easier said than done. KC, once again, simmer down the tempo a little bit. Reset the pace. Take a breath. Got A main to control. Sarah doesn't quite get deep enough with the out drone.
I like this round so far from KC. I love that they tucked and didn't give SRG any sort of free information. That should make Glance's drone and Sova look a lot bigger than it is. And you can see that Mel, she already rotated. This leaves an a slight gap here.
No, not though. Operator and ult. Almost dual wielding at this point. Sarah gonna get cleared after 1, but Donut on the swing. Only gonna get 1. Good trading from KC. But Mel again, man. They've got no idea. And there's the surprise of your life. Mel just gonna be a nuisance playing around that smoke just perfectly, but there's a chance made. A 1v2 needed from Neuer. The spike not collected. A chance given, but Neuer doesn't know it yet either. So she's just amongst them at the moment. How does KC get out of this one? I don't know if you can even cross from this. They want to try it, double face up, Neuer. Oh no! The clutch master is back in the building. Safia's been golden though for KC. 7 bullets, more than enough. Neuer, the Danish dynamite strikes again. So damn good.
And Mel just giving the president a slight salute there, and I salute you as well. Beautifully played from Neuer. The patience, the awareness, and just knowing and understanding that she can play with her food in that 1 versus 1.
And man, what are you meant to do? Because it was Safia on the other side who's been so good, really calm under pressure, but...
Nice, come on!
And you saw that Glance. I mean, KC did everything right that round. Glance was doing so much work front B, regrouping with her team as well, but the way Neuer is able to isolate her fights, make her moves when it matters, she is not...
I'm sorry. No, even the crowd's just like calling me out, man. That's rough. That's rough. It is a tech pause. What do you think it is? Let me turn around. Let's see if we can spot it. I don't know, actually. I'm not seeing like an easy read. Because like Neuer was just like too ice cold anyway. Didn't pull out the headphones. Can't be that. Could be Mel. I'm gonna blame Mel. Probably her. Is there like a player on your team who's always the pulling out the headphones by accident?
It's usually not the headphones. It's the random. I have to pee. It's the it's the we just had a 20-minute break and then you didn't go pee then.
Yep. Now
we have to pee.
Brilliant. Love that. Okay, it was a headset issue. It's all good. It's resolved. We're back in. I gotta get 1. 5-3 is if you're just joining us. And the resurgence from Shopify has been scary to watch. For KC. Okay, Mel, calm down. I'm trying to set up the narratives here. Like, relax a little.
Getting loosey-goosey.
Yeah, and Alkia kind of fancies that. Tried to give it a little bit of a look, right? Trying to apply that pressure, but we can see that they're trying to head towards C.
Oh, boy.
Donut misses the first, but trying to keep her ground. And GX, you can't be. Where are we in this? That's a real loss here. Going to be operating with 4, but at least they'll get the site.
And SRG, they've got the ultimate in Alexis's back pocket. You saw Dodonut just booking it after she got that opening pick. They are completely fine with playing this round as a retake. KC aware of it. They want to re-aggress and try to find something to make this post plan a little bit easier.
There's not going to be much given though. Shopify gonna have to dig pretty deep to get back in. I mean, this is getting a bit weird now. Mel though gonna find two. Just powerhousing back into the site. Alkia's still around though. And Alcia is on the site itself, waiting. Anyone gonna try and find the challenge? Dodonut just being sacrificial if she needs to, but getting a little bit too tricky. Down to the 1v1 again. Surely not another clutch going their way. 3 bullet time on KC's side. Keep it cool! And they should at least get another on the board. KC give it a push up to 4, but man, that took some lifting.
A lot of movement coming out in this round. You even saw a weird Viper ultimate coming out from the defender's side. I mean, Noya, she was just trying to cut the lines to get that retake going, and really unconventional stuff coming out from both teams. But KC did, they did enough. They did enough to stop the bleeding into this round, and it all started with that little bit of that front B, little posture coming out, and finally for KC, they're able to find something to stop the bleeding.
Okay, do it again. Keep going. It can't just be that little glimmer of hope. I want a bit more, right? Dodonut this time digging deeper though. Actually going walkabouts. That's scary, but actually great reaction. KC building on the momentum. Noya, she thought about it. You can see the positioning, but caught off by it. And GX gets out of there, does the damage and escapes. Plant should be on the cards. They've once again got that C site under control. They found a vulnerability, Potter. They are looking to exploit this C side of the map.
They absolutely did, and the momentum is absolutely shifting, at least in these last couple of rounds already. SRG, their money is tight. A telltale sign of how close these last few rounds have been. I mean, for SRG, they need to make sure they have a healthy buy going into the next. They don't want to lose grip of how much control they've had so far in this first half.
It's a big resurgence from KC though. Really happy they found a pressure point to access, right? This C site, be it through Garage, be it through Long, whatever it is. And you saw that already Dodonut was looking for another option, right? Trying to maybe get a bit aggressive down C, but an isolated endeavor does not get the reward she was looking for. So again, at this point, you can see GX are having a bit of a chat as well, getting them on the right page here. Back to a tied up affair. 5-5 KC. Giving us a game now. This is better. This is the team we were waiting to find out. Can they do it against someone like Shopify Rebellion?
And if you're SRG, if you're Dodonut, you're just kind of recollecting yourself. I actually feel for her. I can't believe that shot missed. It looked spot on.
Looked on the money.
Onto the KJ, just giving her some jiggles, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to afford an operator for the side of Shopify. Still that Killjoy ultimate in the back pocket of Alexis, and this Viper and KJ combo have been so deadly for the defenses to buy enough time. So for SRG, should just be going back to what works. Dodonut hears so much sound cue, so much noise right now.
Yeah, she actually took a look through the doors too, so reading that this is going to be that BC site attack. GX though, way deeper than expected, takes away Mel. And now this should be good. Wait and see if that plant's going to come in. It is. And Safia's going to be ready. If they try and flood back through, if they try and fight through Garage, but Alkia digs deeper. Love that. Getting proactive in the post plant. KC coming alive. The fuse started, doesn't get half though. And this is all falling in favor to KC. Just Noya alive. You ain't going to get it again. KC back in the lead.
And GX just loosening up there, making sure she's feeling herself after she secures that last kill onto Noya. SRG getting caught right there. I thought that Alexis's immediate reaction with that ultimate was going to be enough to find some gaps, find some picks, but the perimeter, the operator is Safia's hands, able to punish. And things got a little wonky. I mean, Mel, that was an early paranoia coming out. You could see that she was trying to activate the rest of her teammates for some sort of flood, but I mean, GX, she was so decisive. Immediate TP onto that top site and able to punish. Things are going really well for KC, at least in these first 10 seconds of the round.
You love to see it. A much closer game already. Feels like a totally different tempo and environment we're playing with here. Direct approach towards B again. This time a lot more utility to stall out. That's a lot of damage taken. Mel though goes down for it. all eyes turn towards Alkia, and she's actually the one to strike back. Now Alkia still alive, controlling the back of the site, allows for that plant. And Safia finding the shots now. This is so much better. KC on the same page to write a new narrative to try and close out this half with that strong advantage. But Sarah on 5 HP. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough to deny the turn of events we've started to see here. Safia and Alkia holding on now. And there it is, KC controlling the game at 7-5. They are back in business. There was a drought of rounds, but they found salvation in that final hurdle. 4 big rounds to make this competitive. I can't wait to see if this closes out. If we get a third, hell, even if it goes just 2, I'm still happy. Don't go anywhere.
Player standing.
I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. Oh, this is major. It's like the next big thing. Come catch the wave, yeah. Yeah, watch what's happening. A force of nature. Hit 'em like lightning. Be the creator of the next big thing. We're the movers and shakers. We are the dreamers, the makers. We stand on top of a...
All right, quick look back at the Coinbase Econ report. I mean, Alkia certainly found her footing during this glance. A massive impact player as well. Safi, I mean, you could go down the roster and find a moment that really brought KC back into this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm very curious what they look like, their defenses. We've been talking about this guy. Now I'm seeing on Celia, she's got a lot on her plate. We're gonna see her be the counter to Noya's pressure, to Noya's control. The Viper on the side of attack side for SRG, she's gonna be able to default, cut the long line of this A main, and so I think this A main contestation is gonna be a hot point coming into the second half.
Man, it's hard to not enjoy hearing the crowd like that. There's not many things I love about the French, but I'll tell you, their fans are pretty damn good. They're pretty damn good. Look, I'm British, I have to do it. 7-5 though, as said, scoreline-wise, KC are in the lead. And I don't want to start the narrative yet. We'll have a chat about it in the third map, but how it feels to not be the favorites in-house. We'll touch back on that if it becomes a reality in map 3. Let's see if we get there. Obviously, the side swap now coming in. It will be KC on that defending side, and Shopify on the attack.
I love the sheriff purchases coming out from the defenders, just holding that long line, a high-low setup. Timmy the Turret even involved here.
Damn, it's high noon down there on Ceylon. What are you meant to do about that? Shopify not gonna have the start they wanted. Great paranoia too. GX, yeah, lovely, love it. Alkia, there she is. Little pop flash, but Sarah not affected, but to be falling nonetheless. Alkia with a highlight round, 4 big kills, and a definitive start here in the second half.
That is a confidence builder. I mean, we always talk about buying time, the utility coming out from the Sentinels, but Safia, after an explosive first half, the confidence to just buy those sheriffs, don't even lean onto the utility. I love to see it coming out for KC, and of course it's Alkia to close things out, and that's what you want if you're KC, is have your duelist heat up.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Like, that's a huge tick in the box. It makes Shopify feel like humans, right? Because they're a team that does come with a lot of gravitas, a lot of reputation, and a lot of respect. You got to rip it away. Reset. Let's see it. Give me the one to receive the first real contact point here. That's a lot of players, but a nice, safe angle to play from. Doesn't need to do too much here. Can just backpedal away. Got to play carefully, though, because that's an isolated fight. Nice again. Again, could just fall off this. Doesn't need to stay around too late, and now it's getting messy. HP is low. Mel is going to get out of there with the spike, but you look at C-Long. It's under control. KC should be looking to keep 3 standing here. Mel can't escape the fate now. It's KC up to 9.
Well handled. Things could have gotten dicey at any point. I mean, SRG did their work cutting off that line at that B-link with that smoke, but KC, they're playing nice and loose. I love the re-aggress going down to long C as well, not allowing that collapse with those low weaponries to happen. Should be a bonus. It's looking like we're seeing some aggression coming out for this bonus already, taking advantage of this sky.
Nice! Let's go!
Suddenly, a new lease of life in the KC side. A bonus round here, though, and a big chance for Shopify Rebellion to try and get things back on track. But GX, again, dangerous.
Just inserted.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And GX does get the reward towards Sarah as well. Good damage done. Great follow-up. They don't know what they're doing. Shopify are just struggling to get off the starting blocks here. Hyper-aggression from KC has been the answer to their woes.
Mel is going to take the timing, though, and gain some space. She knows she's got the better weaponry. She needs to find an equalizer. Oh, but Donut decides not to plan. She wants to break the Sky utility first.
Okay. Mel trying to hold towards CT. Still got the paranoia. Donut up behind, but it's all alone. How the hell did... Wait!
no.
Wait! How did GX get that kill?
That's just a spam through the
What?
smoke.
Oh man, this is different. This feels a little different here. KC, whole lot of upgrades. And Shopify's fans ain't used to this side of things.
Yeah, they are just building and building onto their snowball. You know, we talked about that shift early on in the first half about how that momentum was swinging, and KC, they have not let go of the gas pedal. 4 members staying alive. The money is moneying. A lot of Warren Buffett's on the side of KC right now.
Okay, but remember the impact the timeout of that first half had. Effie's had the answer. Now, I don't know what he said. I'd love to find out. But it got them, what, 5 rounds back to back?
It definitely got them those 3 rounds in a row for sure. No, you're right. The 5 rounds in a row.
I'll round it up to 5.
It was an early timeout, though. And this time around in the second half, he doesn't have the wiggle room that he had in that first. So this timeout's coming out right in the nick of time. And this is a broken buy coming out for SRG. So right now, SRG, they got to dig deep into their playbook. Something a little creative, something a little, a bit of a spanner in the works.
Go for something a little out there. Why
here.
not? Again, I didn't think, because we were talking beforehand, right? We were just having our little chat. And it's been a minute since Shopify have ever felt what it's like to not be the ones on the adored side, right? The KC fans being a little bit of a 6th man here today, because it just compounds that pressure, right? It just adds a little bit more behind them. And KC have lived up to it, right? Reignited, coming out of nowhere and bringing this game back. It's not over yet, though. The last time out was filthy from Effie's, whatever that man said. I wish I could find out. But for now, they're going to be on a shoddy old bye. They've got some Sheriff, some Bulldog. I mean, what's the game plan here?
Looks like they want this orb towards this long C. Get it onto the back of Sarah. KC,
actually,
they knew.
Big damage, though. Zafir going to be down at only 24. GX stands tall, stands her ground. Zafir in support. It's stunning from KC. A complete and utter shutdown here. Just Noya remaining, 12 HP. You are not going to the seaside. You're not even getting a kill. Karmine Corp flawlessly going up to 11.
And GX doing so much work. That reaction, the paranoia on that long line of C, completely catching everyone. But this kill onto Dodo Nut, just peeking onto that line right in the nick of time to counter this neon wall, counter that long line. Beautiful work, beautiful work. KC, they're doing no wrong in these last few rounds.
Look, I love an upset. I absolutely love it. And KC are deserving of this. They've worked hard for this. They're not there yet, though. The game ain't done. A buy-in place for Shopify, but only 5 rounds to their name.
Molly plus the recon layered together towards this short A. Shopify absolutely don't want KC to get any sort of ground. And Mel is able to punish another re-aggress coming out for Alkia.
No,
this
the
timing.
That's crazy. Alexis was on that angle, on that line for so long and just turned away.
It's such a huge equalizer as well.
It leaves such an unknown quantity, right? C's now completely, I don't want to say inaccessible, but it's a really hard road back in. So, and KC are doubling down.
Again.
Walking sewer. This is madness. Neuer gonna send away one. Can you get a second? Yeah, you can. Neuer.
Alkia's going again, long C as well.
This is nuts. They are so aggressive around the map. Maybe this is the read that there is just gonna be this repeated aggressive approach. But a plant in play. GX and Alkia up against 4.
Neuer
Time on their
seems to
side.
be aware though.
I mean, but Alkia's got a window of chance, but it's gone. It's shut, surely, right? GX goes down. This should be fine. This should be 6, and it is. Neuer, the one to make this look safe, Christine. I mean, I'm scared, though. KC feeling no fear, it feels like.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you need. I love to see it. I mean, they did not let SRG breathe in this room at all. The re-aggress is coming from short A back to long C. Alkia, I mean, with just a little bit of more time, this round looks completely different, especially because that last kill from Neuer was a little bit more labored,
guys.
but
Nice round, Nicole. Let's go.
for Shopify, this is exactly who you need to heat up. If Shopify are going to make a comeback in this second half, it's going to be on the back of Neuer on this Viper.
But have they truly tempered the aggression? For now, it looks direct in approach. Shopify Rebellion eyeing up that B site. There is a fight to be had, though. Zafir is here. Glance is here. They're going to respect those smokes.
And Dodonut has not found a lot of success. Seeker's already going out from the defenders. They didn't like this front B, even though the Killjoy turret and utility is all up. So it would have been great for the KC to hold on to that, but it's all good. They did get the information and they were able to slow SRG down. But look at this position from Neuer. She's just ready to punish any sort of aggression.
Yeah, and you can see that Alkia would love that. And she's not alone in this endeavor for now, but Neuer needs to just hold this, right? Big info again, though. This is an information game, back and forth, 45 seconds. Shopify do need to make their move eventually. This is going to be hard work for Mel. Again, these sort of in-game leadership sort of calls here. The fight breaks out towards long. It's Alexis on the trade. Good trade as well. That could open up that window of chance now to springboard towards A, but the rotations are in. They're
all
fast.
here.
They are really fast on this. Let's see, it can be tucked to the corner. Safia trying to draw the eyes, and it's worked! KC with a vice grip in this map! Shopify Rebellion choking under the pressure of it. And Mel, you ain't got any chances now. Spike's lost. It's gonna be 12. Karmine Corp against the odds here, Christine. What are you meant to do?
I'm so shocked. I mean, Shopify, they never look flustered. They're not a team that is not able to mid-round. But in this round, somebody called and got a little too overzealous. They were certainly in control, but they thought they had to hit A in that moment. And KC were already quick to the punch. They read it, and they arrived in time. Look at Alkia. I mean, she is farming. And we talked about on the first map, activating this player because she looked so good when she's on her comfort. And right now, she is absolutely in her comfort zone.
This is something to watch, right? This is something to watch. This is Shopify's map choice too. Historically barely touched on this map. It's been a bolt hole for them. Now they're on the receiving end, and it looks like it's aggression again, and Alkia unrelenting in this force. Dodonut wants in, chomping at the bit. But they still don't have full control here. Quick little flash over. Not enough to have probably full faith in, but it's slowed down the initial hit, drawn the rotations. How does Shopify now want to try and manipulate the map?
Shopify smokes go down, so that definitely makes things challenging, but this Viper wall will allow them to cut off this A link if they want to go towards B. This information coming out from Glance, though, should allow the defenders to make their rotates. You can see Sophia has the long line with this
Light
outlaw.
shields. Yeah, light shield's in play as well. Can switch over to the Vandal. Ready for this. Sarah, yeah, gonna out-drone in, but the spam is good. Safia still gonna slip the net. Plays a little deeper, gonna get caught out by this.
What?
how is she dodging this one? And Neuer waiting to pounce. Great synergy between Alexis and Neuer. You look at the back lines now, controlled by Sarah. It's just Safia left alive in a 1v3, and they're turning tail. They're taking no risks here. They are hightailing towards that A site.
And it's up to SRG to keep this clean.
30 seconds.
One round at a time. They've got to make some money if they want to make this retake, or rather comeback
Spike
in the
planted.
second half
Ready.
a possibility. Alexis gaining that ultimate with the spike plant should help them on that momentum swing. Safia, her job right now is just to take her time. She wants every kill she can to keep SRG's money low.
Sarah.
Beautiful.
Gonna find it. Easy stuff in the end. Good work there. Shopify. It's step by step, right? This, I don't want to say it's out of the realms of possibility. They can turn this one around. They have a couple of ults now kicking into gear, right? This is starting to get there. A little bit of possibility. Money's still perfectly fine, though, for KC. Still able to get a good purchase. Shouldn't be a worry. A couple of ults themselves. They have options. Just need that final round, man. That final round for them. Take us to a third.
And for KC, they're opting to not go for an operator. Even though Alkia has that Neon ultimate online, they've got plenty of money, so looks like Alkia wants to go aggressive onto that A main. That's going to give a lot of information. Look at SR. They are so fast.
Yeah, right off the rip in towards C. No resistance, no resilience. Viper's Pit on top. Dot's going to be there. Does give a little away, but not enough for them to be particularly worried. So Melt going to get the plant in.
Spike planted.
It is a 5v5 post here.
Sofia's ultimate. SRG is not going to be able to break this, so they've got to make a decision to fall back. Just responding with their own KJ ultimate.
Oh, this is going to get messy. The backlines aren't secure. Alkia slowed
Look
down
at
slightly.
Shopify.
It's all a fight down towards Long. GX here, lines him up, knocks them down. The upset could be happening. It's all down to Neuer.